Peace and love, family. Welcome back. If we are meeting for the first time, I am Yinka, and I help women tap into their feminine energy and heal their womb space holistically. So today I want to discuss to you guys the power of change. This video might be a little triggering to some people, but it is what it is. I'm only here to tell you guys the truth, and that is it.
Yinka. I'm the spiritual type, and I'm a boss too. I'm a strong black woman. I can teach you femininity, the life of luxury. Come chill with me, and let me show you.
So, as I told you guys before, this is my last summer in my 20s, and I'm going through a Saturn return right now, and everything in my world has just been turning upside down, y'all. Like, it's been dragging me by my little ponytails and dragging me through the mud, through the grit. A lot of growing pains are happening. We just got back from St. Marcos with the hormone challenge retreat, and even out there I learned so much about myself. I was seeing so many omens, and spirit just speaking to me on so many levels in the river, and it's just a whole lot going on, right? And one of the biggest things that my godmother kept saying to me at the retreat was, submit to your own will. Submit to your own will. As a matter of fact, she sent me that this morning in the Odus. She said, submit to your own will. Submit to your own will. And I'm just like, okay, well, what does that mean? What does that mean? And I'm trying to process it. She's saying what it means, but I'm processing it and trying to apply it. And it's really the question of, is what you want right now so important that you are willing to stick to that versus getting to what you want? And we talk about transformation a lot on this channel. We talk about how pain, healing hurts. We talk about how shadow work is not easy and it's not beautiful and glamorized the way that we make it seem, but it hurts. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of strength to be able to just unlearn everything that you've once known and transition into something that you don't know. Like, this is a lifestyle or a person that you have to meet for yourself all over again. So it's scary, it's painful. I remember years ago, I was to the point where I was just like, a guy needs to like me for me. He needs to like me for who I am. Like, if I like dressing provocatively, I know guys who like that, like they're not controlling or whatever, that is just is what it is. He needs to like me for me. I like to wear the big lashes. Okay, so if I want to wear lashes, that don't have nothing to do with him. That's how I express myself. I like to wear grippers. If my nails are long, that just is what it is. That has nothing to do with my character. That has nothing to do with my ability to be a good woman. That has nothing to do with anything. And I kept telling myself and trying to convince myself that what I was presenting to the world didn't matter because my character outweighed that. And y'all, that is the biggest lie. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Not only is it not true, it's very naive to believe that the rest of the world sees things through the lens that you see it. Your first impression will always be your biggest impression. Your first impression is what people see on the outside. So if I associate just by impression, just by the visual, if I associate you having a BBL, if I associate you having long bundles down your crack, if I associate you having real long ghetto nails and long lashes and a full beat face, if I associate all of that with the influencer lifestyle or the entertainment industry, and I think that you're going to be more provocative, I'm not going to associate that with being a wife. And this is from a guy's lens. They're not going to associate that with being a wife. If you want to be looked at as a wife, they have to first have that impression of you. So if you are hearing the girl say, you need to tone down the nails, it needs to be nude, natural colors, you need to wear, less vibrant things in your hair. You might like braids all the time. You might like, big hairstyles and things like that, but you be a little bit more natural, do more softer looks versus glam looks. Like, if this is what people are telling you because they know that that's what a wife looks like, that's what you need to abide by. And I'm not saying do everything everybody tells you to do. Find the happy medium with yourself. But I'm saying all this with the intention of, understand that you're going to have to change some things about yourself to attract things in your life that you want. And that's on all aspects of life. It's not just being a wife. It's not just being a career woman. So if somebody walks up to me and they see me in I got a bonnet on my head, or, I'm talking real loud and using a lot of curse words and things like that, just people walking by me while I'm here. If people are walking by me and they're seeing me in this loud, ghetto, chaotic demeanor, they wouldn't, and then they come up and talk to me, they're not going to think that I'm a business savvy woman. They're not going to think that, I'm intellectual based off of their first impression of me. They might think that I'm cool. They might think, oh yeah, you talking about some good stuff, and they might come over and ask, but their perception of me is going to be whatever it is that first thing that they presented, the first thing that I presented it to them. So when it comes to your appearance, it matters, you guys. Like, it matters, ladies. I hate that that's the facts of it, but it just is. It matters. So when you are wanting to look like the IG models, when you're wanting to look like what Shira calls it, the broke man bait, or whatever, broke boy bait, or whatever, the dusty bait, when you look like that, there is a type of guy that you attract. It just is what it is. Girls with the BBLs, especially if it doesn't look natural, they attract a certain guy. And if you are not wanting to attract the rappers, the drug dealers, the scammers, the people who live illegal lifestyles, if you're not trying to attract that, then go look at the wives of men who are, entrepreneurs, who are corporate, who are CEOs and things like that, lawyers. Go look at the wives of them. Do you think, show me one where their wife is a representation of them and they look like city girls. Show me. So if that's the type of guy that you like, then go for it, sis. You're marketing in the right area. But most of the time, we're marketing to people that we do not want, and then we're upset when we're having the same experiences. So common sense says, change the output, change the input. Common sense says, if you want better, if you want different, you have to do different. You can't continue to do the same things and expect different results. So that's just a tip for you guys. I don't know why I just felt called to have this conversation, because a lot of people are stuck in their ways. A lot of women, and I was that woman. Like, I figured, if you're gonna like me, you're gonna like me for who I am. I know I'm the shit. Like, I know I'm a vibe, but I also know that a lot of guys look at me like, oh, that could be little sis or whatever, because I'm so dope, but they're not attracted to me in that way. So how do I change that? Then I have to start looking more presentable as far as being a wife. I have to look more presentable as far as how I carry myself, how I attract opportunities, because it's nothing to attract the type of guys I want, but if I attract them and they're attracted to me because they might think that I'm easy, or they're attracted to me because they think I'm a fun time, or that I whatever that's going on in their mind, if I don't want them to continue having those thoughts about me, I have to change the way that I look to them so that their first impression of me changes. That just is what it is. So yeah, there's no way around it. If y'all want to argue that, then I get what you meant me, because there's no way around it. You have to change who you are to start getting things that you're not already getting. If what you're currently doing work for you, you wouldn't need to change. You could continue to do exactly what you're doing if you're attracting the type of people that you want. So I hope that this makes sense to you guys. I hope that y'all are listening and not trying to be offensive or trying to justify the facts. Like, there's no way around it. There's no exceptions. Like, it is what it is. There's always going to be one or two exceptions, but for the majority, for the masses, it's not likely that you're going to be able to stay exactly where you are and manifest the type of person that you truly want, deserve, and need, that is compatible for you. It's not likely that that's going to happen, because the person that you are today is not the person that you want to become. You're constantly changing, you're constantly growing. You should be constantly changing, constantly growing, constantly wanting better for yourself. So as you develop and you become better, you're going to start to attract better. If you want to stay the same, I don't care how many books you read, I don't care how many courses you take, if you are not actively changing the physical just as much as you're changing the inside. As a matter of fact, what you change on the inside should simultaneously reflect something different on the outside. It should work together. The more I do the inner work, the more my outer appearance changes. So they go hand in hand. If you can still look at yourself in the mirror from last year and you look at exactly the same, whether it's, your face is still round, your hair is the same length, you still got acne, you still got whatever it is, when you look at yourself, if you cannot tell a difference when you look at yourself in the mirror, then you haven't evolved, you have not changed, you have not grown, you have not developed anymore. When you look at yourself in the mirror, when you're doing identity changes, when you're skipping timelines and shifting paradigms, you're not going to be able to identify yourself in the mirror, because the things that you used to like, you're going to repel, and the things that you used to like as far as how you present yourself is going to change, because you look at yourself in a different light now. Okay, so like this video if it helps you in any way, if it made sense to you in any way, drop some gems down in the comment as well. It really does help with the algorithm, you guys, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. If you are not in my Rebirth Society, where we talk about all types of healing, how to heal holistically, how to run a business and be successful, how to be magnetic on a spiritual level, a physical level, and things like that, join the Rebirth Society. The link will be down in the description, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.
I'm the spiritual type, and I'm a boss too. I'm a strong black woman. I can teach you femininity, the life of luxury. Come chill with me, and let me show you. Yinka.